Thank you so much for coming. We really appreciate the support. It's been neat to see the difference from last year, which was our first year bringing these shows back in a while, to this year, and just seeing more people come out and be more excited and supportive about that. So thank you for that. Thanks to the teachers for their flexibility. I ask a little bit more this time of year for extra practices, and they're always super supportive, and I really appreciate that. So this is Music Across America. It's folk music from the United States and kind of gives a snapshot of the history of the United States, but through music. So we hope you enjoy.
This land is your land, this land is my land, from California to the New York Islands, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. As I was strolling, the sun was waving, and the dust was rolling, the dog was lifting, a voice was chanting. This land was made for you and me. This land is your land, this land is my land, from California to the New York Islands, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now was blind, but now I see. Country roads take me home to the place I belong. Pennsylvania, mountain mama, take me home. Country roads. Oh, Shelly, Pennsylvania, endless mountains, Susquehanna River. The land is older, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, flowing like the breeze. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. Pennsylvania, mountain mama, take me home. Country roads, take me home. Country roads.
America's story is told in many ways, through books, photographs, and monuments. But one of the most powerful ways we understand our history is through music. Folk music tells the story of everyday people, where they came from, what they believed, the work they did, and the lives they lived. Today, our fifth graders will share how American history and its regions came to life through folk music.
When America was first being settled, people came from many different countries and brought their music with them.
Most settlers came to colonial America for religious freedom, people like the Puritans and Quakers.
Most of their musics were hymns and religious songs like Simple Gifts in this one. They are a part of our cultural heritage and are still sung today.
Workers sang while building houses, cutting timber, and traveling long distances. Sailors sang sea shanties while sailing in their boats.
One work song from the early 1800s was the Erie Canal. As America grew, people needed ways to move goods across the country and open up the West.
And so they built the Erie Canal, connected the Hudson River to the Great Lakes, allowing the Midwest to open up and cities such as Albany, Syracuse, and Buffalo to grow commercially.
I got a mule, her name is Sal, 15 miles on the Erie Canal. She's a good old worker and a good old cow, 15 miles on the Erie Canal. We bought some barges in our day, filled with lumber, coal, and hay, and every inch of the way we go, from Albany to Buffalo. Slow bridge, everybody down. Slow bridge, 'cause we're coming to the town. And you always know your neighbor, you always know your pal, and you better navigate on the Erie Canal.
As the United States grew, many families packed up their belongings west in search of land, opportunity, and a new life. They traveled for months in covered wagons, on horseback, by riverboat, and sometimes on foot along dusty trails.
Life on the trail was difficult, so people sang to stay hopeful, keep a steady pace, and feel connected to one another.
Music helps settlers celebrate too. When communities finally reached a new town, they gathered for dances, festivals, and barn raisings.
Many of these songs became lively dance tunes for their hoedowns and frontier gatherings where everyone joined in. Some of these songs like this one have been remade and are still popular today.
truly American style of music was born.
People poured their experience into songs. Many were ballads that told stories about their lives. Some were funny, meant for dancing, while others were tragic and reflect the hardship they faced, but all experienced what life was really like.
These songs were often played on fiddles, banjos, and dulcimers, and they became the foundation of Appalachian folk music and later bluegrass.
Oxford out on a chilly night, pray to the moon to give him light, for many miles to go that night before he reached the town of, many miles to go that night before he reached the town of. He waited till he came to the great big bend, grease my chin before I reached this town of, come with you, will grease my chin before I reach this town.
Another important part of American folk music came from the African Americans whose voices and traditions have shaped for our nation.
People who were enslaved brought powerful remnants, storytelling traditions, and musical styles from West Africa.
Even in the midst of hardship, people still created songs about faith, hope, and freedom which gave people strength. Many spirituals used call and response, where one person sings and the group answers, creating a feeling of unity and community.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
popular Civil War song became famous for welcoming soldiers home and celebrating the end of suffering and fighting.
Marching home again, hurrah, hurrah! We welcome them, hurrah, hurrah! The brave boys, the chefs, the ladies, they will all be here.
period, American composers began writing popular folk songs that many people could sing and enjoy together.
One of the most famous of these composers was Stephen Foster, often called the father of American music.
This song, Camptown Races, was inspired by a real horse race in our country.
The race ran from northeastern Pennsylvania to Wyalusing, right here in our area, making our region part of American music history. Foster's playful lyrics and catchy melody show how everyday events could become music that spreads across the nation.
Camptown ladies sing this song. Doo-dah, doo-dah. Camptown races fun one song. Oh, doo-dah day. Gonna run all night, gonna run all day. Bet my money on bobtail dance. Somebody bet on the way. Keep them with my hat raised. Doo-dah, doo-dah. Go back home to the castle sing. Oh, doo-dah day. Gonna run all night, gonna run all day. Bet my money on bobtail dance. Somebody bet on the way.
From the early settlers to pioneers, from spirituals to Western songs, American folk music tells the story of our country. These songs are passed down by memory, not by books. They remind us how people lived, worked, hoped, and dreamed. Through folk music, history doesn't just live on a page, it comes alive. Thank you for sharing our musical journey through folk music in America. And will you stand and join us for our final song?